This is GCF, greatest common factor. This is two numbers that have the same number in common, or the greatest common number that multiplies to make these two numbers. This is my example, 18 and 21. 18 can be multiplied by 2 and 9, and you will circle any prime number and these numbers that you find. So we will circle 2. We have 9 over here that will go into 3 and 3. You will circle both of these numbers. You will put 18 over here and write down any of the prime numbers that you have. So 2 times 3 times 3. Then you have 21. 21 goes into 3 and 7. I circled both of those numbers because they are prime. I put them next to the 18 or underneath. I put equal to 3 times 7. Then you will look among these and see what is the common factor. Well, we know that it's not 2, and we know that it's not 7. We know that the number that appears the most, that is also the greatest number, will be 3. So 3 is our greatest common factor.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to answer a standard function problem. So our equation is 4x squared minus 8x minus 12. When looking at this equation, you're first going to find the GCF, or the greatest common factor. You're going to look for the common number that goes into each and every single one of these numbers within the equation. And while 2 goes into each of these numbers, you're looking for the greatest common factor, or the greatest number. So your GCF is going to be 4. So you're going to factor that into each one of these numbers. So the 4 right here is going to go right here outside of your parentheses. You're going to bring that x2 down, and you're going to factor in 4 into negative 8 to get negative 2x. Do the same thing with negative 12, and you're going to get negative 3x, and then close your parentheses. Now what you're going to do with this remaining equation is you are going to look for two numbers that add up to negative 2, and then when added, and then negative 3 when multiplied. And since there are negative values, you're going to have one negative number and one positive number. One way to think of this is a plus b. So over here, a plus b equals negative 2, a times b equals negative 3. You're going to simplify that to a equals negative 3 and b equals negative 1. Then you're going to write it out right here. You're going to bring that 4 down once more, and it's going to be x minus 3, because x is going to be your replacement for a, close that parentheses, times x plus 1, and that x is going to be a replacement for b. And so you're going to be left with 4 parentheses x minus 3 times x plus 1.
The difference of squares is used when an algebraic expression is made up of a squared term subtracted from another squared term. The formula is this. The example I'm using is 18x squared minus 32. The g of c is 2, so you would put the 2 outside of the parentheses. 2 times 9 is equal to 18, so you would put 9x squared. 2 times 16 is equal to 32, so you would put 16 here. A squared is 9x squared, so you would put the square root of 9x squared, which would get you 3x. You would do the same thing with b squared, which is 16, and you would square root that, and it would equal 4. For your answer, you would put 2 parentheses 3x minus 4 with parentheses 3x plus 4. Factor by grouping is used when there are 4 terms with no greatest common factor. The example I'm using is 2x cubed plus x squared plus 32x plus 16. What you first do is group into binomials. So you put parentheses over the first 2 and the second 2. You take out the greatest common factor from each binomial. On the first binomial, I can take out x squared, and I'm left with 2x plus 1. For the second binomial, I can take out 16 out of both the coefficients, which will leave me with 2x plus 1. As you can see, both of them are equal or are the same, and this will give me my answer. What you do is that if both are equal, you would do 2x plus 1 as your first binomial. Your second binomial will be x squared plus 16. that will be your answer.
3x squared plus 10x plus 8. First, you find any common terms. There is none. And then you multiply 3 times 8, which is 24. Then you take 24 and find the factors of 24 that equals to your b, which is 10. It's going to be 4 plus 6. Then you do x plus 4, x plus 6. And then you're going to divide the numbers by the leading coefficient, which is 3. So x plus 4 over 3, x plus 6 over 3. And your answer is going to be 3x plus 4 and x plus 2.